Well, after 18 years, I'm finally moving out of the storage unit. For 18 years, I've traveled the world on board a luxury cruise ship. I've gone to many exotic lands and have had many exciting experiences. But nothing can compare to the encounter I had deep in the forests of the California Sierra Nevada mountains when, while on a solo backpacking trip, I had a face-to-face encounter with a Sasquatch. I'm Darren Smith. Join me on my personal quest to solve this mystery. And what do we have here? This is a cast of a footprint that my nephews and I discovered while camping in a very remote area in Northern California back in 2001. What's interesting about this story is we went to a nearby town to get the plaster cast mixed. We were tipped off to a local who captured something on video. Well, we tracked down the gentleman to take a look at his video. The story is he was driving down the road with his newly purchased camcorder. His wife was filming out the window, and she zoomed in on what she thought was a man standing in a meadow. When they got home to look at the footage, they discovered that that man was a hair-covered giant. The video itself was interesting, but what was even more intriguing was they went back to the location the next day and they discovered 14.5-inch footprints, and they made plaster casts of those footprints. What's interesting is those footprints are almost identical in the size and shape of the footprints that we found less than 10 miles away. My nephews and I took our cast to Willow Creek, California, where we had the great fortune of meeting famed Sasquatch researcher Al Hodgson, who looked at our casts, gave us words of encouragement, and gave us a private tour of the Bigfoot exhibit at the China Flat Museum. Since then, I began my own personal investigation into the Sasquatch phenomenon. I've been on many expeditions across the United States, have attended numerous symposiums on the topic, and have met quite a few of the prominent researchers in the field. And based on my research and my personal encounter, I am convinced that these creatures do in fact exist, and I am going to continue my investigation into this incredible mystery. Our quest continues here at my new mountain home in the foothills of Yosemite. This area has had a history of sightings throughout the years, and in fact since I've been here I've been approached by numerous locals who wanted to share their own personal experiences with a Sasquatch. This location is also less than 50 miles from where I had my encounter in the Sierra National Forest. When it comes to the sightings reports, what people fail to realize is that there are literally thousands of reported Sasquatch sightings across the United States, and there's numerous reports that have never been filed for fear of ridicule. These reports are being submitted by people of moral character and integrity. They're members of the Forestry Service, law enforcement, and government agencies. They're also your family friends down the road. I find it surprising that with all of these sightings being reported, people can still dismiss it as misidentifications or hoaxes. I myself have found the trackways on numerous occasions. I've been chased out of the woods by creatures making crazed whooping sounds, and following a wood knock, I spotted a large bipedal creature powering through the brush as it fled back into the forest. I was in a very remote area in the Sierra National Forest, and it is very unlikely that this was a hoax. There is already a mountain of evidence out there to authenticate the existence of Sasquatch, and our quest is to discover more. So be sure to subscribe to this channel, where you will receive updates on future videos. And be sure to visit me at Squatchspot.com, where I will be sharing tips and tricks of the trade, equipment recommendations, and links to fun products, like the Pumpkin Spice Latte Sasquatch shirt I'm currently wearing. I'm Darren Smith, and I'll see you next time at Squatchspot.com. Our quest is just beginning, so be sure to subscribe to this channel so you will be updated on future videos. In the weeks to come, we'll be heading into the mountains to conduct field research. We'll be doing follow-up investigations on recent sightings, and we'll be meeting some special guests and having some fun along the way. Be sure to visit Squatchspot.com, the .com spot for all things Squatch.